Hello and welcome to Mastering Microsoft Excel video series. This is video number 13 where we're going to talk about how to use the feature subtotal. Not as a function, we're going to use subtotal as a tool. First of all, before getting into the Excel to start exploring about this tool, we need to understand the difference between the word grand total and a subtotal. Grand total means the total for the entire data we are talking about. What is subtotal? A category wise totals. Example, product level total, regional level total, country level total, or shift level total. So when you want to create a category level total inside the data, then you need the subtotal feature. We are not talking about bringing the subtotals and the grand total to a different place. If that is my requirement, then I will definitely use pivot table, which we will be talking about in our coming up videos. But here, I would love to see the category wise total in the data itself as one of the row, so that I could see the transactional data as well as the summary of that in the same place. Okay, so let's go ahead and check it out how to do this in Excel. Now this is the data we're going to use for this subtotal tool. Now before you go ahead and start using the subtotal, there are a few things which you have to take care before using the subtotal. First thing, you need to decide in your data which is that category which you want to see the subtotal for. Example, I want to see the subtotal for every territory. So I would love to see territory wise what is my unit supplied, bill amount. What is the total unit supplied and total bill amount for every territory I would love to see. So the category which I want to look out the subtotal for is territory. And the numerical columns involved here is unit supplied and the bill amount. So once you got that clarity, what is that predominant or very critical step which you have to do before the subtotal is? Please make sure your data is arranged by that categorical column. The categorical column here in our case is the territory. So first of all, they are not arranged because I want all the territory 1 in one place, territory 2 in one place, territory 3 in one place, so that it's easy for us to club and present it very neatly. Now, if I don't worry about this sorting part before the subtotal, then wherever you see that category, below that you will get the total. So for the same category, you will have multiple totals which will mislead the person who's looking at the report, and the report itself would look very clumsy. I'll show you how it will look if you do not do the sorting as well. But first, let's go ahead and do the sorting. So I'm going to select any one of the territory, right click, sort A to Z. You can definitely have a custom level sorting as well, which we have discussed on the video number 7 during the sorting. In case if you have not watched what is custom sorting, you can also view that video. So you can have a custom list order here while you're sorting, so that the subtotal will be presented to you for that custom order as well. So now my sortings are done. So every territory data is clubbed and kept in one single place. Now I'm going to go for the subtotal tool. Where is this tool? This tool is available in the data tab and it is under the outline group. Here is my subtotal. So before I go to that, I have to make sure I'm inside the data so that it saves a little bit of steps for me. So I'm going to click on the subtotal right now. So the first step, the effort which is saved for me is selecting the data. Because I was inside the data when I was calling this tool, the data has been already selected for me. Now let us try to understand the dialog box. The first drop down where it is asking you is basically for which category are you trying to create this subtotal. We want to create the subtotal for territory wise, so that's what you have to select here. Suppose if you are doing it for product level, then you will be choosing product. Now we want it for territory wise, so we have chosen territory. The second drop down what they are asking you is what you want to do on the numbers of your table. So there are two numerical columns we have, unit supplied and the bill amount. What is the functionality you want to do it? What's a summarization function you want to do it? You would love to do a sum or average or max or min. What do you want to do on the numbers? So here we want to create a subtotal. So I'm going to leave it in sum. But remember that sum is not only the option. You can even go for average as well. You can even have 2 or 3 summarizations at the same time. I'm going to show you that very shortly right now. So I'm going to choose sum right now. The next one, what it is asking you is add this subtotal to. So this sum function should be done on which column? So the sum function or average function, whatever the summarization we have chosen, obviously it has to be done on numerical column, right? So which are the numerical columns you want to do it? We got 2, unit supplied and the bill amount. Just make sure you selected those numerical columns. That's what they're asking you here. So, but it's not necessary that you have to select all the numerical columns. Whichever numerical column totals you want to look at it or average you want to look at it, just select only them as well. But in my case, I want to look out for both. So I've chosen both. So I want to click OK right now. Now watch it. The moment you clicked OK, first you will see this data outlines like 1, 2 and 3. And if you scroll the data, watch it, you got the total for territory 1 right now. You got the total for territory 2, territory 3. So for every territory, it created a row and it also gave me the total. I didn't write the formula. I didn't even touch a single key saying equal to sum. No, I didn't do anything like that. The tool has done that. That's the power of this tool. And it has worked perfectly because you got the data sorted by that category for which you need the subtotal. If you haven't done that, then this will not be the kind of view what we will be looking at. But I want to show you shortly what will happen if you don't do it. But let's first experience the output what we got right now. Okay, so we got this data outlined right now. So we're going to click on the number 1. Watch it. When I click on the number 1 of the outline, I see the grand total. When I click on the number 2, I see the territory wise total. The rest of the rows are hidden basically. I'm going to click on the number 3. We're going to back to the entire data. So I got my total, I got my transaction in the same place, and moreover, I have a flexibility of displaying what I want to show, what I don't want to show. So that is something really amazing. So watch this. When I click on the number 2, it shows the territory wise total rows only. The beautiful part is, let's say I'm going to meet the territory 2 people. So I can expand only the territory 2 and I can talk to those guys about their performance. So it's not necessary for me to present the data of other territories while I'm talking to those guys. So I have that choice, while I'm presenting it. That is something really amazing. I'm not sure if you guys are using this tool in the way I'm talking about, but if you guys have tried it, this is quite amazing. I hope you guys would agree with me. Now I'm going to click on the number 3 to get back to the entire view. So let's say that you want to go back, you don't want the subtotal, you want to go back to the way how the data was earlier. So the first thing you want to do before removing the subtotal is please make sure you expanded the outline to the last extent, which is the third level for us. I've clicked on it so that we see the data as well as the total. So once you have expanded it, now you can go back to the same tool, data, subtotal. Look at the bottom left corner, there is an option called remove all. So when I'm going to click on it, we're back to the way how the data was earlier. There is no total rows. It is just the data we got, which was sorted data. So I'm going to use, I'm going to do a couple of changes here, something to show you what will happen if you do not have the data sorted. Now watch it, my territories are not sorted properly. Okay. So they are not in the same place. If I'm going to go ahead and use a subtotal this time. Okay, so sales territory wise, I want to see the subtotal, do the summing operation on these 2 columns and present me the subtotal. Watch it. We got the territory 1 total here, territory 2, territory 3, territory 4, territory 5. But again, territory 1, 2, 3, 4, 1. Look at how many times I got territory 1 total, territory 2 total. I'm supposed to see it only once, isn't it? But this is what happens when you do not have the data sorted. Yeah, so it's very dangerous because if your data is too big, your system might go to not responding mode also. So be very cautious about when you're working on the subtotals. Always remember, by whichever column you want to do the subtotal, you need to sort that table by that particular column, like what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and show you, can I have multiple summarization for the same entity? So watch it. I sorted my data based on the territory. I go back to subtotal. The column which I want to get the subtotal for is territory. And I want to do the sum first on the unit supplied and the bill amount. Click OK. So now I got the totals, yeah, but I want to see the average as well. So without disturbing anything here, I'm going back to the subtotal again. Well, I want it for the sales territory, but I don't want the sum. Can you give me average? So this time average is going to be performed over the unit supplied and the bill amount. But the most important thing is you have to deselect this option which says replace current subtotal. Okay, which is very crucial. If you don't do it, at a time you will see only one subtotal, you might not see the next one. So I'm going to deselect this option. I'm going to click OK. Now watch it. Let me show you. You see the average for the territory 1. You see the total for the territory 1. And look at the outlines. You got 4 levels right now. Okay, so let's click on the number 1. That's for the average as well as the total. Let's click on number 2. We got for the totals. Let's click on number 3. We got the average and the total. Let's click on the number 4, the entire transaction along with the summarization. That is something really amazing when you work on the subtotal tool. But we have done based on just one column. What if I want to do it for multiple columns? Can I do that? Let's check it out. So let's go to the sheet 2. This time I want to see the subtotal territory wise, and within each territory for every product I want to see the total. Okay, for every I want to see territory wise total. Within each territory I also want to know what is the total for every product also. So there are 2 columns involved here. So obviously I have to sort my data based on these 2 columns. So I want to select any cell inside the data, sort, custom sort. So the first data I'm going to sort by is sales territory, and I want to sort this by A to Z. Add level, I'm going to choose product category A to Z. Click OK. So the data are properly sorted right now. Let's go to the subtotal this time. So the first column I want to get the subtotal is for the territory, and I want to do the summing operation on the unit supplied and the bill amount. I'm going to click OK. So we got it for the territory now. Now we need it for the product within the territory. So I'm going to go back to the subtotal again. The first change I'm going to do is on the first drop down, instead of territory, I'm going to change it to product category. And I'm going to keep this sum, and I want this to be done for these 2 columns. Absolutely. I want to click, but before I click OK, I need to make sure this checkbox is deactivated. We know why, because if I don't deactivate it, I would see product level total, but I cannot see territory. So I'm going to deselect this option which says replace current subtotal. I'm going to click OK. Now we could see product level total and territory level total. So overall territory 1 has given us this much. Okay, 5 crore 37 lakh. For that, how much biscuits has contributed, how much chips has contributed. So I could see a level inside the level. We call this as multi-level subtotals. Yeah, so look at the data outlines. You got 4 levels right now. So number 1 gives you the grand total, number 2 gives you the territory wise total, number 3 gives you territory wise and the product wise totals. Number 4 will get you the transactional data. All right, so that has taken us to the end of this video. Now the downloadable link for this file will be available in the description section, so please download it, practice it, and see how the subtotal works out for you. You can also experiment on your data and check it out. In case if you found any issues or you have any queries, please do put it on the comment section. I'll be happy to assist you on that. So we'll meet you again with another interesting input in the next video. Until then, take care of yourself. Signing off, Hariharan.